this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for another one of our 7 days of art journaling. So we're up to day number 6. And what I thought we could do today is something slightly different. So I would like to use some alcohol inks to create some sort of background effects on my, on this layout. So yeah, we have done these layouts here so far, and I have been using this kind of craft coloured scrapbook as my kind of base for my art journal. And yep, I'm just going to turn this over so that I've got a clean page to work with. So I don't know how this is going to work. And now I have to say, I did kind of very briefly try the alcohol inks on this just to make sure that they were going to, do something and not just kind of like soak straight into the page. So I'm going to just do exactly what I did on that kind of test piece that I've just done. So first of all, I'm going to cover the whole thing in some clear gesso, like that. Okay. Now I'm hoping that the clear gesso, and this is how it did work on my test piece that I did kind of, an hour ago, is going to give this enough of a surface so that it's not quite so porous and the alcohol inks don't just soak straight in. I mean, obviously they just sink in a bit, but I mean, at the moment, it's obviously very porous, and yeah, they would just, I think, soak straight in. So I'm just kind of trying to get it, not quite so porous, if you see what I mean. So there you go. Like that. Okie dokie. Right, so we've got quite a good thick coating. Now this is clear gesso, so I mean, if you're kind of thinking, oh gosh, it looks really white, hopefully it's going to all dry nice and clear, so it's not going to stay looking like this. So yeah, here's the plan. Now I'm going to just dry this off a little bit, and I'm also going to just put my gloves on so that I don't just get completely covered in ink. So yeah, I normally do, as you know, if you watch my channel, no sooner have I opened the, the alcohol inks, then that's it, I'm completely and utterly covered. So I'm going to try not to today. Let's just give this a dry. Okay. Okey-dokey. Yeah, I mean, I guess all that we're trying to do here is just seal the page, so that it's got some sort of surface that the alcohol inks will go onto nicely. There we go. Now, when I'm playing with my inks in a moment, I've got this thing, this blower. Now I can't remember, I've had this for several weeks, but I've only used it today, and I can't remember whether it was the Tim Holtz one or whether it wasn't. Got it from Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was the cheaper version, because I just thought, well, how frequently am I going to use it, to be honest? Probably not all that frequently. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I ended up buying the cheaper version, but it seemed to work fine. Right, oh, now torn my gloves the very first time I've put them on. So right, let's get that on. Not great with my big ring on, but never mind. Okay. So yeah, just trying to keep my hands a bit clean. Obviously, as you can see, I've already got paint and things all over them from earlier, but right, now I'm going to just pick out some of my kind of favourite colours. So I'm going to get the blue, the blueberry, ooh, the fuchsia, oh, the purple, the navy, the teal, definitely the teal, because I absolutely love that. Not that I can see that yet. There we go, teal, grape. Oh, no, don't want red. Yeah, so is that everything? Yep, I think so. So I've got like tons there. I mean, to be honest, I probably don't need all of those. So yeah, we'll kind of just see how we get on. But probably won't use all of those. Right, just trying to stand these up again, sorry, in the box. Right, and then I've also got my Fluids alcohol ink in gold. So these are just, again, these are some cheap alcohol inks that I've got from Amazon. I couldn't even tell you now the brand of them, but I have done another video showing these. So yeah, right. I'm also going to need possibly some blending solution. I don't know for a fact, but you know, just in case. So this is now dry, my kind of surface to work from. Let's get going and put some of this on here. So again, I don't necessarily want to cover up every single last bit because, you know, it's nice having the, you know, the craft colour showing, isn't it? So just going to blow that around a little bit like that. Let's mix that up with some of the blue. Maybe some blue on that side as well. Okay. How yummy do those look together? Again, just kind of spread those with the blowy tool thing. Bearing in mind, you know, I literally have only just really opened this, so I'm obviously not great with this blowy tool, very much kind of beginner. Right, did I use, oh, let's try the grape. And then let's try a bit of that teal, I think, so yeah. I mean, the teal looks very much similar to that blue, doesn't it? So I've just taken kind of my favourite type of colours, really. Yeah, and I'm not saying my favourite colours, you know, in the world, but my favourite colours are out of the alcohol inks. So, yeah. So just then merge them in. Now, I might have left them too late to use the blending solution, but let's see. Okay. So that's just kind of helped to wet them a little bit. So I can get a bit more movement now from them. Okay. Might just put a bit of, ooh, navy blue, do I want? Can't remember whether I used this purple or not. I don't think I did. So I'm just going to put some purple down here. That doesn't want to come out very much. Okay, and a bit over here. So yeah, I mean, all I'm really trying to do is just get some sort of pretty background going on that then we can kind of work from. So, and obviously, you know, I mean, I am no expert with these alcohol inks, very much learning, and, you know, I'm aware that this is not really the type of paper that you're really supposed to use them on, you know, but I guess, you know, we're just playing around, and actually this is hopefully demonstrating that, to be honest, you know, oh dear. That went everywhere, didn't it? That, you know, you can just kind of play around and then, you know, use what you've got, really. So just going to put a bit of the blending solution on there. I want to kind of try and blow this way, I think. I am wondering whether I could pick some of this up with a wipe. Have not tried that, so who knows? I don't know whether that would work or whether actually I would just ruin this completely, but I might just try that in a moment. Just want to go over that pink because I don't really like the colour that that's turned out. Okay. Oh, this is surprisingly tiring for your fingers, this blowy tool thing. Oh, loving that effect over there. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of really, yeah, really nice. Okay. So I might just have a bit more, perhaps, of the teal. So let's put that down here. Oops. Okay. Maybe have to put a bit of the blending solution in. Okay. Oh, how yummy do these colours look. Just gorgeous, aren't they? So just spreading them out. Like that. Okay. And a bit down here. Because I guess I want to go kind of taking it to the edge as much as I can. Like that. Oh, I love how these colours look. Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? Really do love them, I must say. Right, just going to put a bit of pink on here. And then I think let's go for a little bit of that grape over here. And then I think maybe some more teal, because I love that teal colour. And maybe a bit more teal up here as well. And then I might just kind of leave it like that. So yeah, let's see. Just again going to put a bit of the blending solution on, because that's just going to make it a bit easier to move it around. And actually what's quite nice, I can get into that space. Okay, right. Love how this looks. It's so, so, so pretty. Just kind of blow that out so it bleeds over to there. Lovely colours, aren't they? See if I can go up to that corner. Okay. Right, so I'm pretty happy with how that looks now. I mean, it's quite dark, but that's fine. You know, really loving it. Now, I'm just going to bring in a wipe. And again, you know, this is ooh, a wing and a prayer stuff. I hope I don't spoil it completely, but who knows. Let's just go in. Ah, that's better. Just mopping some up, which actually I really quite like how that's looking. It's just taking off such a dark appearance, isn't it? And yeah, bringing it back. So yeah, I love how that looks. That's absolutely gorgeous. Right, now I want to do my favourite bit of adding some gold, obviously. So I've got the gold here. And where are we going to add this? So I think definitely some around here, 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 and down here, I think. Okay. Now, so just want to kind of blow this around and, you know, kind of get it moving around as much as possible. Like that. And then I'm just going to move this around because it might be easier to get to, you know, moving it around the book rather than trying to blow with that blower when the book's like up the other way, if you see what I mean. Okay. And then just here. Like that. So I might just put a bit of blending solution in one or two of the spots. One or two turned out to be all over the place, didn't it? But never mind. Right. Okay, like that. Oh, I love how it looks here. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Absolutely love, love, love how that looks. Right. Really, really, really love how that looks. A bit more here. Yeah, I haven't decided quite what I'm going to do with this background yet. So it's all very well doing this background, but yeah, no clue yet as to what I'm going to actually then be doing with it. So we will see. Okay. Get this one out there as well. Okay. Right, now I'm just going to put my white down and see if I can pick up a little bit of the gold anywhere it's gone a bit thick, like that. Okay, might take some more blending solution because perhaps it's a bit too thick. I mean, I guess this is because I'm not using, you know, not using kind of proper stuff, if you know what I mean. It's not kind of the best paper to be using. I mean, actually, sorry about the noise of the blower. It's actually working better than I'd expected, to be honest, because obviously this is very, very porous paper. You know, so to be honest, I'm actually surprised it's going as well as it's going. But yeah, I mean, it's not obviously... you know, it's not the correct stuff, is it? So probably, you know, probably expecting a bit much from this, to be honest. Okay. So just blowing this right out, kind of just trying to thin that gold down, basically. Not loving that bright pink, but having said that, by the time I'm finishing this, you know, background, I mean, once I stick something on here, which, like I say, I've got no clue yet what my focal point is going to be, that pink may well just be covered up anyway. So, you know, I'm not too worried. Right. Just going to blow that down. Oh, I love how that looks. Isn't that scrumptious? So, I mean, actually, that's kind of going over that pink anyway. So I might not even have to worry because that pink might just be covered up quite a bit anyway. Well, I have to say, you know, this might not necessarily be everyone's cup of tea, and it might not be using, you know, fantastic methods or anything, but my goodness, I absolutely love, 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 love this background. You know, even just as it is with nothing else, I just think it looks so gorgeous. You know, the colours are amazing. Yeah, we're getting a lot of kind of really lovely disbursement here. So like that, okay. Oh, I love how this looks, isn't it gorgeous? yeah, I'm really kind of wondering how I'm going to actually do this, because I really don't want to, you know, I don't want to cover up a lot of this, to be honest. You know, it looks absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I'm not sure how much of it I can bring myself to cover. Oh, I absolutely love it. Right, just going to, again, just dab off a little bit of that gold, because again, maybe I've got still a little bit too much. You know, that's just because, again, I was a bit heavy-handed with the gold. And like I say, you know, this paper is, you know, it's very porous. So obviously getting it to kind of like soak up the ink is, you know, it's just not going to be the best, is it? So it's just going to kind of stay more rather than less. Right. Last time of blowing this around, I think. So just see what we can get here. Okey-doke. Like that. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. Okay, come down this way. Okie doke. I'm just going to, yeah, blow like that from the top to try and really get that to kind of like go everywhere. Oh my goodness, how yummy! How absolutely yummy does that look? I absolutely love it. Right. Okay, last couple of bits. I know I keep saying that and then I just can't resist. I think because it's looking so scrumptious, you know, like it's hard to stop. But yes, stop I must. Stop I must. Okay. Right, let's see. Oh, that is so pretty. So I hope that you can all kind of see that. Right, as I say, I have got no plan really as to what I'm going to actually now do on this page. So I think what we'll do is just start, you know, perhaps layering up some bits or putting some pieces on there. But to be honest, I mean, I just think it's so gorgeous, just exactly even how it is. You know, I don't even feel like I need to put anything on there. I love looking at it just exactly as it is. But yeah, of course, obviously I will put some stuff on it because otherwise it's not really, you know, what we had in mind. Obviously some of my ink's gone back through the page, but that's fine. I can always tear that page out or just cover it up. Just going to quickly dry this off now with my heat tool. I mean, those alcohol inks, they dry pretty quickly anyway, so, you know, it's not kind of too wet, but just to make sure, because I don't want to be then kind of dabbing it up on anything. So, okay. Oh, I love how it looks. It's so scrumptious. So again, just kind of dabbing up any last little bits that are still a little bit wet. So yeah, let me just get one more bit. Or, you know, dry it one more time. Oh, it just looks so yummy. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right. Okay. Now press one more time. Hopefully it is now pretty dry. I mean, obviously it's got that kind of tackiness to it. I mean, those inks kind of have that going on for a bit. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's still a bit wet over there, but that's fine. Right, I'm just going to take my glove off. Okay. Right, that's a bit better, a bit more comfortable. Now I've got here my, you know, big journal letters. These are from my large item, you know, large printable things. So I'm just going to kind of tear this out. Now this is the, obviously, main one, and then you've got the mirror image. So I'm just going to go with this one first. Okie dokie. I have torn half the yell off, so that's not fantastic, but how gorgeous does that look? I love how that looks. Isn't that just beautiful? Now, how do we want to colour this is the question, because, I mean, to be honest, you know, to me, that looks lovely, even just like that. But, I mean, it's probably not, you know, not ideal to kind of put down like that, is it? So, yeah, I'm wondering now, do we try and ink that up with some of the alcohol ink? Do I try and colour it with, you know, some ink pad? It's very hard to tell, isn't it, really, what to, you know, what's going to look the best. Right, now I've also got, now I'm not saying that any of these bits I'm going to actually use, but I'm just kind of grabbing things that, again, are just laying around on the desk. And these are just from those Christmas freebie, because obviously I have been doing that recently. So I'm just going to see, like I say, I mean, it might look rubbish, it might look okay, who knows. Okay. Oh, not sure that that's looking very good, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, probably won't go with that. I've got a postcard. Again, you know, I don't know whether this would have any place on there, but just because it's laying around, let's just see. You know, it's always good to just be able to use things that you've got hanging around, isn't it? So yeah, it's always worth a try. I don't know what to do with this journal. I mean, if I was any brilliant fussy cutter, I could probably cut around the actual letters. Of course, I'm not, you know, not that great at fussy cutting, so I'm not going to be doing that because, yeah, I think I would actually just make a horrible, horrible mess of it. Wondering whether those alcohol inks, what would they be like if I went over that? Probably rubbish, to be honest. Right, let me bring in the mirrored image. And let's just give that a try. Sorry, I'm just getting some other bits off my desk that I've had on there. I'm just going to give it a try. Oops, inking it. Oh, actually, I've got some of this. Oh, and of course it's clogged because I haven't used it for such a long time. No, it's not going to work, is it? Oh dear, it's very bright. Right, no, not going to use that. Okay, let's bring in a couple of colours here. Oh, sorry. A couple of colours that might or might not work. So, just getting colours that look like they're similar-ish to the colours that I've used in the actual piece, if you see what I mean. So, yeah, what I'm thinking is if I put these down on the desk, okay, so I'm just going to kind of like smoosh these around like that. Okay. Like that, and this, oops, this one here, like that. Okay. Right, and I've got this lovely blueprint sketch as well, so let's just put some of that down. Okay, now I'm just going to wet all of that. Right. And we can just put this in to pick up some of those colours. Okay. Yeah, I think that works okay. I just wanted to see how that would look, and to be honest, it's worked okay. So yeah, I'm going to do that with the non-mirrored image, if you see what I mean. So right, let me just clear the decks, because obviously I've now mucked that up. I don't want to kind of contaminate my ink pads by dipping back in. So yeah, let's wipe that down. Okay, so this is quite a good way to cover up any white background, you know, in a sort of all over way. Okay, right. Yeah, okay, that's all clear. So we're going to get the same sort of colours again. So get some of this, okay, and we're going to have some of the purpley colour. Like that. And some of this gorgeous greeny colour. And a bit of this lovely blue, which is just gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah. And then we had the pink. Now I've kind of gone a bit gentler with the pink here, because I feel like the other one was very, very, very pink. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be slightly less of the pink now. So okay. Do you know, I'm actually wondering whether I could do that blower around the desk. I probably don't need to be honest. I can just probably dab it all in and smoosh it about. There we go. Oh, that looks yummy, doesn't it? Yeah, love how that looks. So, yeah, okay. And just pick up a little bit of that bluey green over there. Okay, so that looks quite nice, doesn't it? I'm just going to wipe off a little bit over the letters. Probably should use maybe a wet wipe over those. I mean, I could always kind of fill them back in, I guess, with a black marker or a Sharpie. If only I had one. Okay. So this is just a wet wipe. And to be honest, I mean, it's picking up that colour, you know, reasonably well. Okay. Right, okay. Going to clean that desk down. She says, I'm just going to put a little bit of extra colour in. Okay, right. Let me clean the desk. Okay. And then I'm going to obviously dry this because it's pretty soggy. So I'm just going to dry it with my heat tool. Okay, right. I mean, it's pretty saturated, it's got to be said, so it takes a little bit of drying, or it's going to take a little bit of drying. I mean, really, I should have this at the beginning of the art journal, I'm feeling, but never mind. I mean, I could move it, but yeah, I mean, obviously I can't move that background page. I just meant the word, really. But yeah, then it kind of like defeats the object of the background page that I've just spent all that time doing. So yes, obviously I'm kind of stuck with it now where it is. So right, whilst that's drying, I'm just now quickly putting my inks back onto their, or into their places. Okay, get them off the desk. Okie doke, right. Nearly dry, nearly dry. Okay, right, it's pretty dry now. So, just going to switch my hot glue gun on, which I can't believe it wasn't on. Normally that's the first thing I do when I get to the table. Right, let's pull the page back in. So, right, unfortunately, it's not looking very good colour match, is it? Yeah, it's turned out very much pinker than I would have liked. So, yeah, that's not quite so good. But never mind. Right, okay, let's pull in. So this is the Salvaged Patina, which, how gorgeous is this colour? I really do love it. Now I'm just going to go around the edges and ink this up a little bit. Because it definitely, it's kind of like lacking a bit of the bluey green, isn't it? Okay. Like that. Okay, let's see how that looks now. A bit better. I mean, what I could do is go over the word with some gold. Now, I don't seem to have a gold pen at all. I used to have, and it seems to have disappeared. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to quite do that. But, yeah. Wondering now what else I could do. I could definitely kind of have some gold around the edge, couldn't I? Because... yeah, I think it would benefit from having gold around the edge. Okie dokie. Okay. Like that. Oops. Okay. Right. I feel like this needs to be shiny. On here, so yeah, whether I could actually maybe you know, heat emboss this or something, emboss glaze this, because it feels definitely like it needs to have a shiny kind of thing going on. Yeah, I feel like it definitely needs to be shiny. Oh, I don't know now, I'm just struggling a bit. I've also got my black embossing powder, which, oh no, I think black's going to look too drab. So yeah, scrap that. Right, hold on, let me grab my heat embossing powder, which I must have not used for ages because it's right away in the cupboard. So hold on 2 moments. Oh, she says, and now I can't see it at all. Okay, right. Heat embossing powder. Here we go. So this is clear embossing powder. So I'm thinking, let's move this out of the way. Let me just grab some sort of page. So this was my practice page from earlier. Yep. bit messy, but you know, never mind. And I'm just going to take my Versamark, which is, you know, a nice sticky pad. Oops. Well, I say I'm going to be taking my Versamark. Now I can't see that either. Oh, I'm so sorry about my chaotic disorganisation here. Oh. Sometimes, you know, you don't know what you're going to do until you come onto the video. And then, of course, it's too late because, you know, you don't necessarily have all your bits there to hand. So hold on 2 moments while I find it. Hold on. Right, finally got my embossing powder. So, yeah, that took a lot longer than I had anticipated. So I do apologise for that. Right, let's just emboss this. And I'm only doing this because I really felt like it needed something... you know, a shinier kind of surface. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to kind of look okay. So we'll just do that. And I'm just going to do it in 2 halves, and I might have to go over it another time. So I'm just going to do this end now. Like that. Oops. And then I probably do it one more time because so far it's probably not very shiny. So yeah, let's just pour that powder all over. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to re-emboss now the entire length of the piece. So what I'll do, I'll just literally start at this end and just go roughly halfway along. Just dip it back into that powder that's on the desk now. Okay, oops. That's it. Okay, I'll just now emboss that piece. Okay, right, that's that piece. And then I'm just going to do the other half again as well. So, oops. Again, just literally dab this into that embossing powder, ink pad. It's not embossing anything, it's just an ink pad. Okay, and then just, yep, pop that in here, like that. Okey-doke. Right, quickly do that. Right, okay, we are nearly done with this. Not really done, nearly done with the page, but nearly done with this piece. Right, let's put the lid back on here, pop that away, get this put away as well. Okie dokie. Okay, and yeah, pop this away now because I think we're done with the embossing powder, or the clear one anyway. I am still wondering whether we want to gold emboss anything. So yeah, I might do something gold. Right, I'll just put that away because I'm trying to be good and tidy up as I go. Now, got my gold embossing powder. Okay, let's pull this back in. We've got our word journal. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? I love how that looks. Now, I have got these wonderful stamps. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe stamp 1 or 2 of these and heat emboss them in gold. So I'm just going to again get that Versamark stamp. Now I hope this is going to show up because obviously I have got all that gold ink and I hope I'm not going to spoil it. I don't know, you know, what heat embossing is like on top of inked surfaces. You know, the alcohol ink backgrounds, because I haven't ever really done that before. So I hope it's going to go okay, but time will tell. So I'm just going to take my... Oh, no, I've picked up the wrong one. Lucky I looked at that. Really did it with that distress, you know, what do you call it? The distress stain ink. embossing powder stuff. I can't remember what you call it now, but right. Okay, I don't know whether that's really gone brilliantly. Seems to have got a bit of a glut of the powder, but we'll see. I'll emboss that. We'll see how this one turns out. If it turns out pretty rubbish, I won't obviously do any more. If it turns out okay, I might do 1 or 2 more stamped areas. So let's just see. I'm so sorry, this is as long as my lead actually is, so I can't really get it any further in. Okay, and now like the magic's happening, you can see the gold is suddenly going into, you know, setting. I love, love, love using the gold embossing powder. You know, I love it when that kind of magic happens and it kind of turns from being powder to, you know, like a fixed surface or a fixed thing. Just like magic. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I mean, you can't highly see it. It's got to be on, you know, it's got to be said. You know, it's not kind of really kind of visible, but you can see it, you know, it's, yeah, it's definitely, it is there. So I might just put another one maybe down here or maybe kind of along this side. I think down there would be good. So let's just try and get it the right way up. Oh dear, just touched my hot glue gun there with my finger. Okay. So this is a very different page to all the other pages. It's, you know, we've not layered up papers and things like that. I mean, we could, I guess, but really wanted to have the, you know, the main detail being part of the, or, you know, totally with the inks and, you know, the embossing and things like that. So, yeah, it's going to be a different kind of page, but hopefully lovely. I mean, I definitely, I love the colours that are going on here. So if the colours are anything to go by, it's hopefully going to be nice. Whee! Right, okay. Like that. Okay, looking good. So I love how that looks so far. That's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, right. Let's put that away. Now, obviously, you know me in a corner. I do absolutely love a corner. So I am wondering if we should have some sort of, you know, gorgeous kind of swirly corner on here to just kind of finish it off. I don't know. And I'm also now thinking perhaps we could have some book page or something in the background. Let me just pull this in. It's not really detailed enough. Let me see. Oops. See what else I've got here. So yeah, obviously I've got kind of quite a few different bits of book page here. Oh, I don't seem to have any with much text on it, which is just very annoying, isn't it? Right. So, yeah, maybe have kind of something like this in the background. I guess just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. So, yeah, let's kind of see how this is going to look. So let's pop this one down here. Like that. Okay. So that looks nice. Now I can't help but think, oh, perhaps we could have like another bit of stamped script, you know, like we did do in a previous one. Kind of thinking we could have something like that on here. So as we've got a couple of layers going on in that background, would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Oh, let me just have a look. Yeah, I'm thinking stampy kind of script, or perhaps some background page or something. Let me see if I've got anything laying around the desk, because I just absolutely love it, you know, when you can just use things that are laying about. So let's just try this. Just because, you know, if I could use things that are just here, then it's great, because it gets it off my desk and, you know, it's a win-win, isn't it? So yeah, let's do this one. Oh my goodness, how yummy and scrumptious does that look? So yeah, let's get this one. In fact, I'm just going to ink this up quickly before I glue this down. Just going to ink it in the walnut stain. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi.
Have you just got in from work?
Yeah.
Just doing my video, sweetie. You doing okay?
Yeah. We're just wondering if you want to come see that Spider-Man film with us tonight.
Can I let you know in a minute?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, darling. Right, okay, let's just glue this down here. Oh, Spider-Man. I mean, actually, to be fair, I mean, I don't normally like those Marvel films very much, but those Spider-Man ones, they're quite good. And, you know, the youngster who's playing the Spider-Man now, oh, he's just lovely. He's, you know, he's got that way about him that he feels like he's your son, you know. Yeah, he's just got this lovely kind of way about him that, you know, it just reminds me of my boys, to be honest. So, yeah, I quite like them. Right, okay, I'm loving how that looks. Now, I'm going to try and glue this on. Now, I was going to glue it with my hot glue. I'm going to glue it with the wet glue because I don't want to remelt the heat embossed powder, if you see what I mean. So, and actually, if I'm doing it with the wet glue, I can glue the whole thing like that. Okay. Oh dear. Right. Like that. Okay. So let's just press that down. Oh my goodness, how scrumptious does this look? I mean, like I say, this is very, 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 very different to the other pages that we've done. You know, it's very different to any art journal page that I've done, to be perfectly honest. I haven't really kind of ever done anything quite like this before. But I must say, I really, really, really love it. It's, yeah, it's just got something really gorgeous going on, hasn't it? And yeah, I really, really like it. So still wondering now whether I want to do my embossed gold corners, which, you know, like I say, I absolutely love the gold embossing, and I love kind of a corner. So I've got this, which I'm thinking would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Maybe coming down in this corner. So I'm going to do that. Right, okay, fingers crossed that this is going to go okay. I start to feel a bit nervous, you know, once the page is coming together, because I don't want to then ruin it. All the time it's kind of got a lot of work left. I don't mind so much because I think, oh, well, you know. But once I start to like the page, it becomes a bit more like, oh, I don't want to spoil it. Okay. So, like that. Now, obviously, I can't really see at all where that has stamped, or even if it's stamped. I hope it has, but it's very hard to see on top of the inking and the book page and everywhere else. So yeah, I just kind of have to just trust that it's kind of put some ink down somewhere. Okay. Okay, right, it's looking good, except, oh, I was going to say I've got a lot of ink here, but actually I think that's the, you know, the actual ink that's in the background. So I'm just going to blow that. Just in case. Right, okay, let's heat emboss that. Okey-doke. Just go around here. Okay, I'm so sorry that you probably can't really see any of this. I'm having to kind of do it at this angle to, you know, get to it. So, yeah, I do apologise for that. Okay, right. Let's have a look now. So a lot of that has merged in, if you can see, because of course it had that gold inking and, you know, in the background. But that's fine. I think, you know, you still can see when you look, you know, enough, you can see that actually some was embossing and some was, you know, the inking in the background. And it's still, you know, it's still got a sort of scrumptious look about it. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right. Now, I think what would just finish this off beautifully is a bit of, or not a bit of, but a few butterflies and things like that. So yeah, let's kind of go for that. Now, what butterflies do we want to have? Got a bit of a selection here. Do you know, I'm actually thinking, weirdly enough, that the brownie kind of butterflies might look quite good on here because it would be a contrast. So yeah, let me just have a look and hunt them down. Hold on. Right, I've found a couple, so you know, that were ready cut out, so that's all good. So I'm just going to kind of layer them around. Yeah, weirdly, I was going to go for the you know, the pinks and the greens and the blues and all of that kind of stuff, but actually think these look much better on there as a bit of a sort of contrast. You know, they look really, really pretty, don't they? So I'm just going to, again, ink around these. Now these, I think I cut them with my Scan and Cut, but that Scan and Cut sometimes leaves a bit of a, you know, like a crisp white edge. So I'm just going to ink around that to get rid of that crisp white look that's around the edge of there. So hold on. Okay. Right, okay, so we have got these. Now, how did I like them? Now this is curled up a little bit because of obviously all the, you know, the treatment it's had with the inking and what have you, but that's fine because once the book kind of closes and things, it will soon, you know, it will soon spring back. Okay, I'm going to put this one down here. Just going to glue it with the hot glue. Could do with another glue stick in there, and we will just glue this one down. Oops, like that. Oh, what did I do with this one? Okay, so that one I'm going to have up here like that. Okay, loving how these look. They look really pretty, don't they? Now, I'm just wondering as well whether I could do with kind of some sort of label or something on there. You know, might just kind of finish this off really nicely. And do we need any other butterflies? I know we're going like butterfly crazy here, but why not? Why on earth wouldn't we? This one's quite nice on there, isn't it? Thinking, that a bit weird because they're all kind of curled. Does this one look really strange if I suddenly have a straight one? I mean, we could even have it upside down, I guess. I don't ever really put the butterflies upside down. I know, you know, I see sometimes scrapbook pads or things like that and they're upside down, but I always think it's a bit weird. But then if I don't have it upside down, I feel like they're all doing the same thing now. You know, they're all like that way or that way. Which was why I was kind of then debating about having it straight on. Unless we have it higher. Perhaps I'll have it a bit higher. Okay, like that. Love how that looks. Right. Again, if I had obviously a, you know, gold, not Sharpie, you know, gel pen, I would probably do something gold on those butterflies, to be honest. You know, to make them kind of stand out. But yeah, as I haven't, I'm going to just have to kind of leave them. And the only other thing I'm wondering is whether to do like some white splashes. I know that sounds quite strange, but I'm just wondering whether kind of the addition of some white might actually be really cool on here. So I've just got my white gel pen. What do we think? It might just kind of like really look good, mightn't it? Where would I have some white stuff going on? Well, I guess I could do some white here in the butterfly. Oh gosh, am I going to just ruin that? Oh, I don't know now. I feel really nervous. Oh, shall we go for it? Shall we? Oh, I don't know. What's going on? The thing is, I've done this every day with those centres of the, let me try it on this one, hold on. You know, with the flower centres, and every day I've regretted it and kind of thought, oh, what was I thinking? So why am I trying to do that here on this page? I thought I would be able to tell, but obviously I can't really tell because the butterfly is still on the background. So hang on, let me just cut this one out and see. Hold on. Still can't really tell, can I? Oh, that just looks appalling, doesn't it? Well, I'm glad that I kind of checked it out first because that just looks very, very, very strange. So, yeah, not going to go for that. No, okay, right. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some white paint splats. Now, not very good with the paint splats. I know I've talked about this before, but yeah, I'm not very good. I mean, I could just draw, I guess, some dots. Some white spots around. Let me just see what that would look like. Let me try it on here. Oh no, not on that one. Okay, so I'm just going to just, yeah, draw some on. Okay. Oops. Oh my goodness, got a massive one now. Just had to kind of do that because I've mucked it up so much. Okay. Okie dokie, and nearly done there. Okay. Feel like now I'm getting a bit too many, so perhaps I need to stop. But I quite like those spots. They're kind of cute, aren't they? So I might just quickly have a couple here. Like that, I think. Yeah, I like that bit of continuity. I think that looks really nice. And so now I'm thinking the other thing that might be quite nice is to just edge this with some white. And again, I've gone completely off, you know, what's the word? Completely like off-piste, as they would say, in that this was not my plan at all. But now I'm thinking, now I've got those white spots, I feel it needs something else white on there. So let me just hunt around for my white acrylic paints, which I had bought along, I thought. And now, of course, I can't see them anywhere. Hold on. Right, incredibly frustrating because I have looked high and low and I cannot find any white acrylic paint, would you believe? I've obviously used it, you know, with something, and because it's one of those little Dahlia and Rowney, or, you know, whatever that brand's called, those little tubes, I've obviously kind of lost it somewhere. So, yeah, I can't find it anywhere, which is really, really annoying because I think that would have looked really, really good. So I've got the heavy gesso. So I'm wondering whether I could kind of just put some of that around the edge. I mean, I don't think that's quite ideal and it's not going to look quite as I was hoping. I've got to be honest. But yeah, I don't really know kind of what else to use. Obviously I have got the gel pen. I could do kind of just some more bits in the corner. I mean, I could try and stencil, I guess, in the corner with the gel pen. I'm not sure whether I would make a very good job of that, it's got to be said. Yeah, do you know, I'm just going to put, just for now, just kind of like a bit of white edging. And then whenever I find my white paint, I can kind of fill it in. So at least then I've got the kind of rough idea of what I was planning on putting here. Because if I don't do that, I won't even remember that, you know, I thought that this would be a good idea. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of like put some here in the corner. Like that. Like I say, I'm not thinking that this is going to be looking very good or anything else, but I just wanted to have something white in that corner. Okay. Oh, I love how that corner looks. Yeah, really, really, really nice. So I don't think I'm going to do any other corners. Normally I kind of tend to then go mad on all the corners, but I think I'm just going to leave it on just that one actually. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave it there. It's a really, really different journal page for me, but I have to say I really, really, really love it. And I had really great fun playing around with those alcohol inks. So yeah, I really hope that you like it. And yeah, last day tomorrow. It's our 7th day of the 7 days of journaling. So I hope you've all had a blast. I hope that you've perhaps been journaling, you know, art journaling along with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.